So you woke up this morning and you decided you want to be a lineman. What the hell were you thinking? So you want to be a lineman in California. You decided this morning, you know what? I want to take on this path. And I'm going to tell you, it is not an easy path. All right. And even one of our brothers and sisters that have gone through it will tell you, this is not something that you want to do lightly. All right. But you're looking at my video because you want to know what the steps are. So let me get this out of the way. First, number one, even if you do every one of these steps I'm going to tell you, there is no guarantee that you're going to become a lineman. Understand that in life, nothing is guaranteed. Nothing is promised to you. Okay, it's a hard work, it's a hard path, but I think that if you put these steps into fruition, you'll get there. Number one, let's talk about this. Number one, if you do not have a Class A license in the state of California, I can guarantee you, you will get zero chance of becoming a lineman. Get that? Zero. Don't waste your time. Go home. Go look at another video. It ain't gonna happen. All right. That's a Class A license. That means you can drive a rig. That means you can move a piece of equipment from one site to another. All right. And everybody I speak to always says, man, it's so hard to get a Class A license. It is not hard. Okay. First thing you need to do is either A, go read the book, get yourself a permit. All right. Part two, learn to drive the freaking truck. There are schools, there are truck drivers out there, there are family, there are friends, there is random people you can meet that you can actually say, hey, can you teach me to drive this rig? Show me how to pass a test. Where should I be looking for my inspections? How to operate air brakes, how to hook up a fifth wheel. There are tons of different ways that you can go about getting that Class A license. If you want to pay for it, by all means, go to a school. If you don't want to pay for it and you think you want to go a little cheaper route, go to one of the local union halls, and I'm sure there'll be a name on the board somewhere that some guy saying, hey, I will rent out my truck to you for a week and teach you how to drive for, $800, $900. Come on now, guys. It is not that difficult. What's difficult is we have a generation of kids who don't want to put out effort. So when we tell them they have to go get things that are prerequisites, they immediately say, that's too much for me. I don't want to do it. All right. Trust me, you can make it happen. All right. Step two. All right. 1, 2. Step two. Step two is you're going to need some form of experience, guys. Some form of experience. All right. So there's multiple ways you can go about doing this. You can either A, go to the union hall and sign the books. You see that right there? Put your name on the book. Say, hey, I'm willing to go out and work. All right. That means you're going to go out either to a line crew, either to a civil crew, underground, whatever it may be. You're willing to go out there and get some experience. That is by far the hardest thing for some people to do because the union hall is far away. If you're here in the state of California, it's either in Riverside or Vacaville. And the first thing they want to say is, well, I live in San Diego. I don't want to drive to Riverside. Well, I guess you don't want to work then, right? Or you live in Northern Cali. I don't want to drive to Vacaville. Well, I guess you don't want to work then, right? So why are we even having this conversation? But you got to get some experience. So you're going to have to go down to the union hall, sign up, sign on either the groundman book, the civil book, underground technician, whatever it may be. You have to get your foot in the door and have some form of experience. All right. Like I said, this is not a guaranteed way to get you in. But if you're trying to make yourself the best candidate out there, experience, Class A are definitely the routes to go. All right. Now, for those people who are saying, well, Rick, I went to a line college. I went to NLC. I was at Volta. I was at LA Trade Tech. Well, listen, good for you. All right. Going to a line college or going to a line school is definitely a good route to go. When they're putting those applications in, and there are thousands of them, and listen to the word I'm saying, thousands of them, chances are they're going to look at the guys who went to line school first. But remember, those guys that went to line school still need to have those things, experience and a Class A license. All right. And typically the line school will kind of get you in that route. But not all of us got that kind of money. I grew up in the hood. I have a lot of friends who grew up there, a lot of friends who, weren't wealthy or well off, and they weren't able to go to an actual line school. All right. But if you do go to a line school, there are plenty of choices out there. And I'm not going to say either one is better than this one. OK, I've met guys from LA Trade Tech who are amazing climbers. They're hard workers. but the school's a little longer than it needs to be because it's at like a college, right? Then you have the guys who go to schools like Northwest Line College. Some of the good line hands I've seen from there. There is more of a condensed course, right? And you're going to pay for it, all right? You're going to pay for the school. And then you have the guys who go up north. They go to Volta or they go back east to whatever colleges that are out there. And you know what? I mean, for the most part, they're going to help you out, but they're not the guaranteed necessary route you have to go. Okay, I want to let you guys know that is not guaranteed. So let's say you've done that. You've got the Class A. You've got some experience. Hell, you even got a line college underneath you. Now you have to go ahead and continuously look at the websites to say, okay, when are they actually giving applications? This isn't like when I started, over a decade ago, where you could just walk in the door. Now they only open up applications for a short period of time every year or so. And when they open those applications up, they're requiring you to have certain things, namely your high school transcripts. Guys, why are you not having this stuff already? Go get your high school transcripts, have them ready, because when that application opens up, it opens up for a narrow field of time. You're talking about a few days, all right? And in a few days, you got 10,000 guys that are trying to apply. And a lot of those guys aren't going to have everything they need, namely high school transcripts, all right? In your high school transcripts, what they're going to be looking for is, do you have passing math, okay? That's basic algebra, guys. You just got to pass basic algebra. You know that one thing that we never took seriously? The thing that we kind of always fell asleep in? Yeah, that. You got to have a passing algebra grade, guys, or some kind of equivalent to that. It's not difficult to get. Now, I've taught kids at the school for several years. All right, now, I'm not going to say I'm the catch-all be-all for everything because I don't know everything. I mean, there's instructors there that'll run circles around me in all kinds of different topics. But I think I'm pretty good to go when it comes to doing about your math and understanding how equations work. So I can tell you this one thing. That really helped me out. My fact that I had a great teacher when I was younger and my mother is a CPA, doing math just came easy to me. So that portion of the apprenticeship was pretty simple, but having that just to get in the door was definitely a leg up. All right. So basically those three things are what you need, guys. You got to A, get your Class A, B, get some experience, 3, if you can, get yourself into a line school. And then other things you're going to need to prepare yourself. The basic things, having a first aid CPR, having an OSHA 10, ET&D if you're here in California. That's electrical transmission distribution OSHA class. You can look on your local union site and they'll have those for you and when those are being put on. Typically they're at the JATC, but I'm sure there's some other ones out there. But that's it, guys. I hope you learned a lot from this video. If you have any questions, please hit me up in the comments, email me directly, and I'll be sure to help you out. All right. Thanks again. Check you out later.